This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for
We have
weather.
a very active forecast coming our way here over the next couple of days. Cloudy skies this evening will turn mostly cloudy and then partly cloudy by tomorrow. But look at temps. They're trending down. 63 here this evening, all the way down to 41 by 9 tomorrow morning. High wind warnings have been issued for the area. It's going to be very windy tomorrow, maybe even windier on Wednesday. Conditions look like they will warm up for the weekend with another possibly stronger storm in the offing for next week. Yesterday hit 60 after a low of 30. That's a match with our normal highs and normal lows. As we look across the region, no precip here. Still nothing in the rain gauge for the month, and we've tumbled below for the year. Speaking of above and below normals, temperatures here over the last couple of days, or couple of weeks rather, we have this up and down trend that is continuing. We had a couple of days there where the system didn't report at the end of the month. But all in all, it's a very up and down forecast that you would kind of expect here for this time of year. And we're going to trend down for the next 2 or 3 days in temperatures. We're in the 60s across most of the region, 71 in Valentine, 70 in Chadron, 58 in Cheyenne. Winds are out of the west-southwest at maybe 10 to 20 miles an hour, gusting at times already 35, 4 miles an hour at times. Well, here we go. We do have a lot going on. We have high wind watches, high wind warnings out for a large portion of the region. These areas shaded in the lighter color, these are high wind warnings that go into effect, and then high wind watches out to the east of it. This is a large area. I mean, we're talking a pretty substantial area that's covered here by this particular high wind watch and warning. As we zoom out further, you'll see we're looking at a huge chunk of the central part of the country that's going to see high wind concerns here the next couple of days. And again, lots of areas that are going to be impacted by this. So don't expect to go much of anywhere in the middle part of the country and not run into some winds. Here's our forecast wind gusts for tomorrow. We've got 30 to 40 mile an hour gusts throughout the day. You'll notice they peak about 3, 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, and they don't really taper off much as we go into the nighttime hours. In fact, as we start Wednesday, we'll look as early here as 3 o'clock in the morning. Still got wind gusts in the 40, 45 mile an hour range. And then this is the area that we're really kind of paying attention here from Wednesday morning around 9 a.m. through the early afternoon hours. That's when we're going to see the wind gusts, I think, the strongest here locally, and that's when wind gusts could approach 70 miles an hour at times in some areas. Futurecast tonight is fairly quiet, some clouds overhead, a slight chance of a shower. That's really about it, and that's mainly towards sunrise tomorrow. We'll look for lows overnight, 30 around Lusk, 44 around Valentine, somewhere in the middle for everywhere else. Tomorrow, you can see everything moving along at a pretty good clip. That's because we've got northwesterly flow coming in here. And an off or on sprinkle can't be ruled out tomorrow, but it's going to be dominated by downright windy and cold conditions. We're going to see temps falling back into the 40s is all for highs, and that's probably going to be early in the day. And then temps falling below, then we're going to have wind chills down into the 20s. Precip here over the next 24 hours going to be very light, maybe a few hundredths in a few locations. Snow going to be confined to some of the higher country areas, but can't rule it out, an inch or two even, up around areas from Lusk back to the north and west with this system. Tonight, 40, windy, winds 20 to 30, slight chance of a rain shower. Repeat that for tomorrow. High wind warnings out. Northwest 25, 35, gusts 55 or stronger. And as we look at that 7-day forecast, those winds continue right into Wednesday. And they'll lessen up a bit, but still Thursday going to be windy. Temps all 3 of those days, if we get to 50, we'll be lucky. Then Friday, we dry out, warm up in the 70s. Saturday, going to be in the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. A little cooler starting on Sunday, and then we bring in a chance of showers Monday and into Tuesday of next week when things look significantly colder.